I was set the challenge by BBC's More or Less to try and calculate how much coronavirus there is in the world. And so to do that, I decided I needed to calculate how many people in the world were infected, on average, how much coronavirus they had inside them, each person, and then to also understand how big each of these coronavirus particles is. They're pretty small. So despite there being a large number of these particles, each one of them being quite small means you can actually fit all of the coronavirus in the world inside a Coke can and still have some room to spare. In fact, it's probably more like half a Coke can, maybe like 6 shots of coronavirus, which doesn't bear thinking about drinking, obviously. But yeah, so there's room to spare. Even I've tried to overestimate at lots of points. So overestimate how many people are infected, slightly take the higher ends of the limits where there's uncertainty about the peak viral load that people have or the size of the particles, in order to get an overestimate. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that it would definitely fit inside a 330 soft drinks can. So I calculated that there are about 2 quintillion of these coronavirus particles in the world, but each one of them is about 50 nanometers in radius. So that's about 1,000 times thinner than the human hair. So they're really incredibly small, which explains why, despite there being roughly as many coronavirus particles as there are grains of sand in the world, because they're so small, you can pack them all together into a relatively small space. It's completely crazy to think that so much destruction and devastation and death and misfortune could be caused by such a small amount of material. And wouldn't it be wonderful if we could just gather it all together and in a Coke can and jettison it off into space? But unfortunately, we know that that's not the way to beat the virus. You actually have to take all these difficult measures. But there is, light on the horizon with the vaccination program, at least specifically in the UK, being rolled out incredibly quickly and further across the world. So there's light at the end of the tunnel.